Hello there YouTubes, this is your Suburbanator, and today we're going to service my father's Cub Cadet. Yep, oops, there we go. As all of you know, the best part of winter has come. That is the end of it. So we're going to do an oil change on it today. I already and an air filter. Do the air filter first. Alright, doing the air filter here. So you lift this up, move this tab here, just like so. Off it comes. Ooh, looks like I'll blow this out a little bit. Here's the new air filter with the pre-filter element here. Oh, there we go. Here it is. I know the pre-filter element can be washed, but I don't feel like screwing around with that. I mean, this was actually the original air filter from '09. So this new one just pops in like so. Yeah, it should hop in securely. That means it's making a nice and proper seal. Tug on it a little. They did say at the shop it might be a little bit taller. That might happen on some of these. I guess not the case in this particular one. There we go. Just on a side note, this was actually before I started the video. Because, you know, I wasn't going to bore the tubers with an idling Cub Cadet. So, just thought I'd throw that out there. You do want to warm the engine up before do the oil change. There we go, about to change the oil. I let the engine run. I'm going to show you one way of doing it, and this is why you also let the oil get hot so it flows better. See, I got this tool here. Got this from Harbor Freight for like 30 bucks. It's like 20 something because it was on sale. And I see you'll use these to suck out differential fluid. So it'll suck out this 5W30. No problem. Come on, buddy. There we go. We'll get a rag. Yep. I'm just gonna let this out like so. And there we go. Now I will still take the drain plug out at the end. I just want to have a whole quart and a half pouring out and making a mess and getting where it's not supposed to. There we go. But I think you get the idea. I sucked out the old oil, and I just stuffed some rags here to take out the old filter. Not much oil should drain out. I'm gonna crack a lot of rags. I'll just wipe out whatever gets on the floor. I have no small bucket or nothing really to get under there. So, I'm probably gonna make a mess like a dumbass. There we go. Very carefully, your fuel line is right here. Guess I should have. Guess the next time I need to put. Guess I'll wait till I run out of gas. Change the fuel filter too while I'm at it. There we go. And I'll show you where the drain plug is in a moment. Nope, I corrected myself. I just cut up the bottom of a gallon container. Still probably make a friggin' mess. Maybe not, I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out. Ow! Oh my god, the oil burns! Yes, it does. Okay. I did a semi-decent job. You know what? Got another one on standby. Yeah, well, will you look at that? Oh, great. It gets right in the PTO pulley, too. This was not one of their best designs. You could have designed that a little bit better. But anyhow, here is your drain plug. Now, you could use actually a 12-point socket to get on that drain plug. And I believe, I want to say that's 13 millimeters. I could be wrong, but just know that you can use a 12-point socket to get on a square drive. I know Craftsman has those universal wrenches, those universal sockets. Those will work too, or a dedicated square drive. So I just got to get that off. Yeah, I got this deep 13 millimeter 12-point. That might get the job done. Let's see. There we go. Yep, got it right off. Just take that out like so. And I got that one rag on the PTO pulley. Like I said, that wasn't their best design. The only real drawback I could think of. Actually, I looked in the papers once. There is supposed to be some kind of extension tube you can put here. I know some generators have that. And very minimal oil is draining out, so you know, most of it did get successfully sucked out. That's why you really let it get hot, so that way it gets all nice and, well, not so much thin, but it definitely flows better. And not much really in there. Okay, that's good. You know what? I don't want to risk cross-threading it, so I'm going to hand tighten it first. Or not. Just gotta very light pull back this harness here. I think you get the idea. Alright, so took care of that. Now I'm gonna take my Mobil 1 synthetic oil. Yes, I'm gonna be putting Mobil 1 full synthetic in the Cub Cadet. Get the gasket wet with some new oil. Looks like Kohler switched to a yellow design. I mean, a yellow color, not the design, but here we go. And the drain plug put back in nice and tight. And then we'll just one round of it with we're gonna tighten up that oil filter a little more. Got the funnel in there. Hopefully you can see it. Yep. I'm just going to start with half a quart. I don't know by which point, which oil it should take. A little more makes half a quart. Actually, I'll open this back up, put the funnel in it. What you do is you screw it in. That's the proper way to check the oil level. Now, I'm not sure what the hatch marks mean on small engines. I know on cars, if it's right at the bottom of the hatch marks, it's add 1 quart. I believe it takes 1.5 quarts. I'm not sure. I'm going to dump another half quart in there. And we'll see where that goes. Yeah, this engine will run so much better. Once you go synthetic, you never really go back. I would have put royal purple in here, but I had all to do to talk my parents into the Mobil 1. Here we go. You can get the idea. I'll let you know when I've got it filled up. Alright, there we go. So, so the end result is it takes, if you have a Cub Cadet STX 1054, any of those, no, SLTX 10, 50, whatever it is, the last two numbers, which are over here. Those last two numbers just denotes the deck width. In my case, I have a 54-inch deck, but they typically use the Kohler Courage series. I have the Kohler Courage 26 horsepower. In this tractor with this engine, it takes 1 3/4, or somewhere thereof. A tad under or a tad over the line ain't gonna do anything, especially if you're just a tad under, because I didn't really give this engine the full time needed for all that oil to drain back in. I mean, I still gave it a good 5 minutes, but there you go, pretty much. So, not much else to really see there. This is a darn good tractor. Now, just because you have another tractor with the same engine, don't just assume it's going to be the same amount of oil. Like, if this is in a much bigger tractor with a deeper front end, you might be able to have a much bigger oil pan. You can probably have a longer oil filter with the same base, of course. That's going to affect your oil capacity. So always check your oil as you're doing it, little at a time. I know it can be tedious, but you can always add oil, and well, you saw what a pain in the ass that plug was to get to. Granted, I had the brake bleeder tool, but that's all I really wanted to show.